Hello, this is Brooks and Roots. Today we're going to talk about our tree of the week, which is a Ruby Falls weeping redbud. So you're probably familiar with the redbud flower. You see those blooming all over Ohio in the spring, usually as an understory tree, like along fence lines. A lot of times you'll see them in people's front yards or backyards where they're kind of under the canopy of bigger shade trees. These guys are kind of more of an ornamental, so they work in a flower bed setting, or if they were in the afternoon shade of another tree. There's so many varieties of redbuds now because of all the hybridization. Ruby Falls gets fairly wide, and you can keep it at the height you're at now. There's another one called Lavender Twist. These are just some of my favorite varieties. There are tons of varieties. Lavender Twist is very narrow and upright, but then it has the weeping form. The most important thing, like with this guy, when we planted it several years ago, this was a container tree. So it came in about a 7-gallon plastic bucket like you get in any of the nurseries. Most important thing to know when you plant a tree like this is lift it out of the container, loosen the root fibers gently, dig your hole, usually twice as big as what the container you're going to be planting. Take it. Once it's out of the container, you set it in the hole. Make sure the top of that soil that is originally in that bucket is even with the ground or slightly raised up. You never want to bury it too deep. So make sure all your soil levels are good, and then also kind of reach around that root flare and pull any extra soil off just in case something has gotten up there. You want to have that whole trunk exposed all the way down to the ground level, especially if you're going to come back and put a type of bark mulch to help hold the moisture in and suppress the weeds. So once you have it all planted, firm that soil down really well. Mixture of topsoil compost is great, and also the natural clay that we have helps hold in the moisture. That's what everything's used to growing in anyways. Put an inch or two of mulch around it, nothing around the trunk itself. Water it usually at least once a week if we're not getting an inch of rainfall or more, and then throughout the growing season in the summertime. And this redbud will change its appearance here in a couple of weeks. Once it's done flowering, all the flowers will drop off, the new seed heads will emerge, the leaves will come on and turn that big, beautiful heart-shaped ruby color for the summertime. Great plant, and one I hope you put in your yard or consider it. Thank you. This is Brooks and Roots. Thank you for joining us. Like, subscribe, please share, and please leave your comments. And we'll move on to the next plant next week. Thank you.